Under the veiled moonlight, long shadows dance as Kiki and Tai step cautiously into the darkened forest. The lantern's fragile light struggles against the gloom, casting eerie shapes on the gnarled trees. Tai reaches out, his gloved hand pulling aside thick vines that block their path. A chilling whisper escapes Tai's lips. "It feels colder here." Kiki's voice trembles as she whispers back. "It's like the trees are watching." The forest seems to hold its breath, the silence amplifying their growing unease. Kiki and Tai enter a grove filled with the heavy scent of damp earth and ancient trees. In the center, a hollow stone pool shimmers, reflecting fleeting images of laughter, tears, and fire. Tai watches as the pool shows him running from home during a storm. Kiki, seeing her reflection, softly says, "I was afraid you wouldn't come back." With a second flame ablaze, the wind whips the mist into a frenzy, revealing shadowy figures. Tai calls out, her voice echoing in the grove. "What do you want?" Kiki, lantern held high, reveals the figure's tragic fate. They are the ones who never made it. They want to be remembered. Tai reassures, recognizing their intentions. "They weren't there to hurt us," Kiki explains. "No, they were trying to show us what happens when you stop believing." The spirits, warmed by belief, fade peacefully as Tai and Kiki, bathed in the lantern's light, resolve to continue their journey. Under the cloak of night, Tai and Kiki tread a lonely path, their figures elongated by the moon's eerie glow. A playful reach turns ominous as Kiki's hand extends, only to dissolve into the encroaching mist. The air vibrates with Kiki's desperate cry, "Tai!" as the mist claims her, leaving Tai paralyzed by fear. Alone, Tai faces the abyss, the path ahead, a mystery swallowed by the night's chilling embrace. The familiar forest vanishes as Tai finds herself standing on smooth, cold stone. High stone walls rise, trapping Tai in a small, claustrophobic chamber. A mirror shimmers into existence before her, and Tai stares at her own reflection. The reflection's eyes blink, then it steps forward, older and sharper. "You think you lead, you follow her," Tai gasps, fear gripping her as the cold chamber presses in. The stone chamber reflects Tai's deepest fears, displaying images of hesitation, silence, and regret. "You fear being left behind," the reflection echoes, revealing Tai's vulnerabilities. As the chamber fades, a lighted archway appears, offering a path forward. Tai walks toward the light, facing the unknown with newfound resolve. Under the pale moonlight, Kiki and Tai tread a twisting forest path where shadows dance like wraiths. The air is thick with the aroma of damp earth and flowers as Kiki stops, a sense of déjà vu washing over her. "We've passed this log before." Tai pauses, his senses alert. Yet the path ahead seems subtly altered. That's new. The forest holds its breath, as if the very path beneath their feet is shifting. The vanishing trail disappears into the night's embrace, swallowed whole by the overgrowth. Darkness descends as the lantern sputters its last, plunging Kiki into deeper uncertainty. A chilling gust sweeps through, whispering through the leaves and creaking branches. Lost in the wilderness, Kiki despairs. We're lost. In the quiet of the night, a message appears on the pages of Kiki's book. The book imparts cryptic advice. When light lies, trust your steps. Kiki closes the book, a silent promise of the journey ahead. Hand in hand, Kiki and Tai begin their walk, guided by the rhythm of their hearts. "The forest wanted us to choose," Tai responds, their voices echoing softly in the night. "And we did." As if answering their resolve, the lantern sparks red, illuminating a path reborn beneath her. Under the veil of night, a forest path disappears into the mist. Tai and Kiki cautiously step into a clearing where ancient stones await. 12 stones stand sentinel, arranged like a clock lost to time. Silence blankets the air, yet whispers echo, familiar and faint. Tai circles the stones, his fingers tracing carvings of faces and forgotten symbols. Each carving mirrors images from their book, binding them to this forgotten place. In the heart of the stone circle, Kiki kneels beside an ancient flat rock, its surface etched with a cryptic message. With a piece of chalk, Kiki leaves a message for Tai, a beacon of hope, amidst the silent stones. I'll keep walking. If you see this, follow the red trail. Kiki rises, her silhouette framed against the ancient stones, a solitary figure determined to find her way. A sudden crimson flicker of the lantern casts an ominous glow, a stark warning in the gathering shadows. Tai, lost and bewildered, steps away from the ancient stone, as if guided by an unseen force. He turns back, only to find Kiki has vanished, leaving behind only a shimmering message on the moss. Tai approaches the glowing message, bending to pick it up from the forest floor. The glowing message in Tai's hand pulses softly as he examines it closely. His grip tightens on the lantern, a surge of determination hardening his features. With newfound resolve, Tai declares, "I'm coming." In the heart of a storm-ravaged forest, rain blurs the trees as Tai presses onward, his soaked figure illuminated by a dim lantern. The storm intensifies, thunder echoing through the ancient trees as Tai remains undeterred. He strains his voice against the storm's fury, calling out, "Kiki!" His desperate cry hangs in the air, swallowed by the storm's unyielding roar. Tai battles through the dense forest, his boots sinking deep into the muddy earth with each heavy step. He spots Kiki huddled beneath the shelter of a massive tree hollow, her body trembling uncontrollably in the cold. Startled, Kiki looks up as Taya approaches. Relief washes over her face as she recognizes him. The warm glow of Taya's lantern casts a comforting light as he slides into the hollow beside Kiki. Her voice barely a whisper, Kiki manages to utter, "Taya." In the dimness of the tree hollow, tears stream down Kiki's face, reflecting her raw fear. Taya offers a weak smile, a fragile beacon of hope in the oppressive darkness. "I thought I lost you," Kiki whispers, her voice trembling with relief and lingering fear. Tai reassures her, "I followed the red trail," his voice a soft promise in the gloom. As the lantern's light flickers, a second flame flares to life, bathing their faces in a renewed glow. The forest awakens as morning mist weaves through the trees, draping the landscape in an ethereal veil. Through the haze, Tai and Kiki emerge, the gentle glow of their lantern slicing through the fog. The air pulses with anticipation as they ascend. Eerie chirps call out from a distant rocky cliff, beckoning them forward. The unseen melody guides them towards an unknown destination. At the edge of a rocky cliff, Tai and Kiki discover a wide nest nestled among the roots of a towering tree. Inside the nest, crystal shards and pale blue feathers shimmer with light, hinting at a realm of ethereal beauty. 3 spirit birds watch from above, their eyes like polished glass. As Kiki steps forward, her lantern pulsing with soft light, the birds shriek and circle above them, then land around the flame in the center of the nest, drawn to its radiant glow. As the flame burns brighter, a voice echoes, "Memory given, memory gained." On the rocky cliff, Kiki and Tai brace against the wind, their quest demanding a sacrifice. Tai winces, his face etched with pain as he recalls Mama's cooking, her voice, her laughter. "No, not that one." With a wistful smile, Kiki releases a memory of Grandma's prayer songs, a shimmering blue thread dissolving into the sky. The third flame ignites, the nest fades, and the birds vanish, as Tai and Kiki share a silent understanding and step back, glowing from within. Tai and Kiki venture onto a shadowed forest path, their silhouettes etched against the encroaching darkness. The forest path winds into a dense grove, the trees looming like silent watchers. The air hangs heavy with mist, clinging to their clothes and skin. An unsettling silence blankets the forest, broken only by the soft crunch of their footsteps. Tai and Kiki venture into the forest of forgotten faces, where trees bear carved faces, each a silent observer. A boy materializes, offering solace to Tai. "Peace and rest are yours, Tai." Dozens of shadowy children stand motionless between the trees, their silent presence casting an unsettling pall over the forest. The lantern dims, its light fading like Tai's resolve. The carved faces on the trees watch silently as Tai struggles, their expressions a mix of smiles and frowns. The forest deepens, the air grows heavy with unspoken memories and fading light. In the forest of forgotten faces, Kiki's shout pierces the silence. "Look out!" The lantern flares, its light dancing wildly, and the trees twist into grotesque shapes. Tai, with one foot straying from the path, turns back, his expression apologetic. Taiye says, "I am sorry, but I must continue my journey." The boy begins to fade, his form dissolving into the mist. As Tai and Kiki hurry away, the ancient trees weep. Under the cloak of night, Tai collapses against a tree, his breath echoing through the silent woods. The forest whispers secrets in the shadows, as Kiki watches over him, a lantern her only shield. Taiye struggles to speak, pleading for a moment's respite. Just 5 minutes. Kiki remains silent, the humming lantern casting eerie shadows that dance around them. A sinister shadow creeps through the dense forest, its burning eyes piercing the darkness. The wraith lunges, a predator closing in on its prey. Kiki stands defiant, lantern raised, a beacon against the encroaching darkness. The flame dances wildly as the wraith snarls, drawn to Kiki's fear. Kiki's voice cuts through the night. Back. The lantern's light flickers, casting eerie shadows that dance with the wraith's advance. Kiki stands in the forest, her eyes shut tight, as her grandma's words echo in her mind. Courage is not loud. Sometimes, it's just not running. With newfound resolve, Kiki steps forward, the lantern in her hand, casting a warm, defiant glow against the encroaching darkness. Her voice rings out, clear and strong. "I'm not afraid of you. Not today." The wraith recoils from Kiki's defiance, its spectral form flickering before dissolving into a wisp of smoke. Her strength spent, Kiki stumbles and collapses beside Tai, her breath coming in ragged gasps as her body gives way. A golden light flares from the lantern, bathing the forest floor in a triumphant glow as Kiki whispers, "All okay." In the heart of a forest clearing, the morning light struggles to penetrate the dense canopy. Tai and Kiki step into a clearing, their way lit by a flickering lantern. Twisted trees stand like frozen dancers, their forms casting eerie shadows in the dim light. The air shimmers with an unseen energy, as a low humming sound fills the silence. Kiki whispers, her voice laced with unease, "Something's watching." In the heart of a forest clearing, a powerful gust stirs, casting golden leaves into a swirling dance. A mysterious being materializes from above, woven from roots and starlight, its radiant green eyes piercing the dimness. Taiye, wary and alert, instinctively grips the hilt of their sword, ready for whatever may come. The ethereal watcher speaks, its voice echoing through the trees. "I am the Watcher. I guard riddles of the old trail." The Watcher proposes a challenge. "Solve one, and I shall let you pass." In the heart of the forest clearing, the Watcher stands as an imposing figure, vines entwining its motionless form. Kiki stares intensely, brow furrowed, her mind grappling with the Watcher's riddle. Taiye's restless energy fills the clearing as he paces, his boots crunching against the forest floor. A sudden realization strikes Tae, his eyes widening as the answer dawns on him. Fire. The Watcher acknowledges the truth, granting passage with a cryptic warning. "You may pass, but be warned, the next truth may burn brighter than." At the forest's edge, a misty precipice looms, where the path ends abruptly. Taiye steps forward, peering into the abyss, his face etched with concern, his voice laced with disbelief. Taiye states, "There's no bridge." The lantern's blue light dances across the mist, revealing the stark reality of their predicament. Faint strands of light dance between the cliffs, a prelude to the Bridge of Whispers. Kiki's voice, soft and filled with shared memories, begins to weave the bridge into existence. "Remember that time we got lost trying to find the wishing tree?" Kiki reminisces, her words materializing into glass-like steps. Taiye, heart pounding with anticipation, steps onto the bridge, his focus solely on Kiki's voice. Each step resonates with the echoes of their past, the bridge solidifying with every shared memory. Tai ventures onto the Bridge of Whispers, the mist thickening, swallowing the path ahead. The air grows heavy and still, amplifying the silence, as Tai hesitates, his resolve faltering. A faint voice cuts through the silence. I'm still here. Don't stop." Tai's eyes widen with hope as he responds. "Kiki, I am here." With newfound courage, Tai takes a step forward, the mist swirling around him like a spectral dance. Tai steps onto solid ground, the bridge behind him fading into the dense mist,